Have you ever wondered what it's like to live in a magical kingdom full of mystical creatures and enchanted forests? Picture, if you will, a realm of fantasy where the impossible becomes possible and dreams take flight. This is a place where every nook and cranny brims with magic and every sunrise brings new adventures. Now imagine being a part of this tale, a tale as old as time itself. Meet our young hero, a brave and kind child named Charlie. Charlie is just like you, full of courage, curiosity, and a heart filled with dreams. In this realm, Charlie is not alone. Alongside him there's Ember, the wise old dragon with a heart as fiery as his breath, and Sparkle, a mischievous fairy with a twinkle in her eye and magic at her fingertips. These three companions are set to take you on a journey filled with wonder, excitement, and magic. So, are you ready to embark on a magical journey with Charlie, Ember and Sparkle? One sunny day, Charlie found a peculiar, glistening stone in the forest. Little did he know this was no ordinary stone. In the heart of the emerald forest, where the sunlight danced upon the leaves, our young friend Charlie stumbled upon something extraordinary. There, nestled between the roots of an ancient oak, was a stone unlike any other. It shimmered with hues of sapphire and gold, pulsating with an energy that seemed to hum a secret melody. Charlie, with his heart full of curiosity, reached out and picked up the stone. As he held it, he felt a warmth spreading from his fingertips to his heart, a warmth that was alive and full of promise. Suddenly, with a burst of twinkling light, two magical creatures appeared before him. Ember, the fire sprite, was as radiant as a sunset, her flames flickering with laughter and mischief. Sparkle, the water nymph, was as graceful as a swan, her presence as soothing as a tranquil stream. They looked at Charlie with eyes sparkling with kindness and wisdom. Charlie, despite his initial surprise, was not afraid. His heart was brave and his spirit kind. He greeted Ember and Sparkle with a gentle smile, welcoming their presence with open arms. The magical creatures, enchanted by Charlie's kindness, shared their secret with him. The stone he held was a magical gemstone, a key to the enchanting world of the fantasy realm. Ember and Sparkle explained the power of the gemstone, how it could unlock the magic within oneself and open doors to unimaginable adventures. Charlie, his eyes wide with wonder, listened intently, his mind swirling with excitement and anticipation. The magical creatures offered their guidance and companionship to Charlie. He, with a nod of agreement and a smile of gratitude, accepted their offer. His heart was full of courage, and his mind was brimming with curiosity. The world of magic was within his reach, and he was ready to explore it. And so, with the magical stone in his pocket and newfound friends by his side, Charlie started his fantastical adventure. Our courageous trio wasn't aware of the challenges that lay ahead, but remember, every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. In this magical realm, where the impossible becomes possible, Charlie, Ember and Sparkle found themselves standing at the entrance of a maze. The maze was like no other, with walls shifting and changing, creating a new puzzle at every turn. It was a challenge that would test their wit and teamwork. Charlie, with his keen sense of direction, led the group. Ember used her fiery spirit to keep their morale high, and Sparkle, with her wisdom, helped them solve the tricky turns. They trusted each other implicitly, and with every step they grew more confident. They navigated through the labyrinth, overcoming the puzzle that the maze presented. Their triumphant exit from the maze was a testament to their combined strength and intelligence. But the challenges didn't end there. As they ventured deeper into the fantasy realm, a fierce creature blocked their path. It was a griffin, half lion, half eagle, a guardian of the realm. The trio had to prove their worth to continue their journey. Charlie, with his bravery, stepped forward not to fight, but to reason. He spoke to the griffin, expressing their intentions of exploring the realm, not causing harm. Ember, with her radiant warmth, showed the griffin their pure hearts, and Sparkle, with her wisdom, offered the griffin a solution to a problem it had been facing. The griffin, seeing their sincerity and kindness, let them pass. The challenges kept coming. The trio found themselves in a dark forest, where they had to find their way out, without a guiding light. Ember's fiery spirit became their beacon, while Charlie's courage led the way. Sparkle, with her wisdom, used the stars as their compass. They trusted in each other and found their way out of the forest. Then came the most challenging part of their journey. They had to cross a vast, stormy sea. With the boat they found, Charlie took charge of steering. Ember kept their spirits alive with tales of courage and heroism. Sparkle, with her wisdom, guided them through the storm using the patterns of the waves. Together, they braved the storm and reached the other side. The challenges they faced were not easy, but with every hurdle they found a solution. With every obstacle they grew stronger. They learned to trust each other, to lean on each other, and to believe in each other. With every challenge they faced, their bond became stronger, and they realized that together they could conquer anything. The final task was the most daunting of all, but our trio believed in each other and knew they had the strength to face whatever came their way. As our heroes stood before the towering castle, the last obstacle of their journey, they could feel the weight of their challenge, yet there was a spark in their eyes. The castle, a colossal monument of stone and magic, was the embodiment of their final task. Within its walls laid a dragon, notorious for its cunning and strength, guarding the enchanted crown they sought. Their first test was strength. The castle was surrounded by a vast, raging moat. The only way across was a narrow, rickety bridge, swaying precariously in the gusty wind. Our smallest hero, Tippy the Mouse, with strength belying his tiny size, scampered across the bridge, securing the ropes and offering guidance to his larger friends. They crossed one by one, their hearts pounding with the effort and fear, but they made it. Their strength, both physical and of character, had seen them through. Next came the test of courage. Inside the castle, shadows danced on the walls, and the air was thick with tension. The dragon's roar echoed, a terrifying sound that would have sent anyone else running. But our trio, bolstered by their friendship and the trials they'd already overcome, pressed on. The brave bunny, Binky, took the lead, her ears twitching with every echo, her nose quivering, but her steps never faltering. She led her friends deeper into the castle, her courage lighting their way. The final test was of intelligence. The enchanted crown was not simply lying around for anyone to take. It was protected by a riddle, a puzzle that would stump most. But not our friends. Toby, the wise tortoise, stepped forward. He examined the riddle, his brow furrowing in thought. He had always been the thinker of the group, his wisdom often guiding their path. And now it was his intelligence that solved the riddle. His slow and steady approach revealing the answer that allowed them to safely retrieve the crown. The dragon, seeing their determination, strength, courage and intelligence, accepted their victory. With a respectful bow, the dragon moved aside, allowing our trio to take the enchanted crown. The castle, once a daunting obstacle, now stood as a testament to their triumph. And just like that, they had completed their final task. They had proven that with courage, wisdom and friendship, they could overcome any obstacle. With the enchanted crown in their possession, and their heads held high, they prepared for the journey home, their hearts filled with a sense of accomplishment and the knowledge that they were stronger than they had ever imagined. With the final task behind them, it was time for Charlie, Ember and Sparkle to return home. Their journey home was not just a simple walk, it was a testament to the wonderful bond that had been forged between them in the fires of their adventure. A bond that was as strong as the oldest oak tree in the forest, as bright as the northern star in the night sky. Charlie, the brave and kind-hearted boy, had found companionship in Ember, the fiery and determined dragon, and Sparkle, the wise and enchanting unicorn. Together they had faced challenges, overcome fears, and discovered their true strengths. Their journey home was filled with laughter and stories, echoing the joy of their newfound friendship and the lessons they had learned. As they walked, they reflected on how much they had grown. Charlie, once a timid boy, had found courage within him he never knew existed. Ember, who had always been a bit of a lone dragon, learned to trust and rely on friends. And Sparkle, the unicorn who had always been wise, discovered a playful side she never knew she had. They strolled through the enchanted forest, where they had first met, now feeling like old friends rather than cautious strangers. Their shared experiences had tied them together, creating a bond that was more precious than any treasure. Each step they took, each story they shared, each laugh that escaped their lips was a testament to their journey together. It was a celebration of the friendship they had nurtured, the challenges they had overcome, and the growth they had experienced. With every step closer to home, they realized how much they had changed. But it wasn't just their own growth they noticed, but each other's as well. They saw how Ember's fiery temper had cooled, how Sparkle's wisdom had grown even greater, and how Charlie's courage had blossomed. And so, as they returned home, they realized that the real treasure was not the golden chalice or the enchanted sword they had found. It was the friendship they had found, and the lessons they had learned. They came to understand that the true magic was not in the fantasy realm, but in the journey they had taken and the bonds they had formed. As they returned home, they realized that the real treasure was the friendship they had found and the lessons they had learned. Every adventure brings with it some valuable lessons. So what did Charlie, Ember and Sparkle learn from their magical journey? Well, let's delve into it, shall we? Our friends learned the true essence of courage. Courage is not about being fearless, oh no, it's about standing tall in the face of fear. Remember when Charlie, despite his trembling knees, chose to face the roaring dragon? That was courage right there. Then comes wisdom, a light that guides us in the darkest of paths. Wisdom is not just about knowing a lot of things, it's about using that knowledge at the right time. Like when Ember, with her vast knowledge of magical spells, decided to use the tranquility spell to calm the tempestuous sea monster. It was her wisdom that saved the day. And let's not forget the power of friendship, a bond that can move mountains. Friendship is about standing by each other through thick and thin. Like when Sparkle, despite her own fear, stood by Charlie and Ember, promising to face any danger together. It was their friendship that made them an invincible team. These lessons are not just for Charlie, Ember and Sparkle, but for all of us. Courage, wisdom and friendship are the three pillars that can help us face any challenge, any hurdle, any obstacle that life throws at us. So, the next time you come across a roaring dragon, a tempestuous sea monster, or any other challenge, remember the lessons our friends learned. Remember to be brave, to use your knowledge wisely, and to stand by your friends. For it is in unity, in courage, and in wisdom that we find our true strength. And that, my dear friends, is the story of Charlie, Ember, and Sparkle. Remember, with courage, wisdom, and friendship, you too can conquer any challenge that comes your way. It's time for us to say goodbye to the magical realm. But don't worry, the magic never truly ends. As we stand on the brink of our departure from this enchanting world, we can't help but look back at all the unforgettable moments we've shared here. The daring adventures, the thrilling challenges, and the enduring friendships we've formed with the delightful characters we've met along the way. They've all been a part of a journey that we'll carry in our hearts forever. Let's wave a fond farewell to the valiant knights with their shining armor, the clever wizards with their sparkling spells, and the gentle giants who've shown us that strength is not just about size. Let's bid adieu to the kind-hearted fairies, the wise old trees and the playful pixies who filled our days with laughter and joy. And let's not forget the dragons with their fiery breath and majestic wings, who've taught us the true meaning of courage. But even as we say goodbye, let's remember that the magic of this realm isn't confined to its borders. It lives on in the stories we've heard, the lessons we've learned, and the friendships we've forged. It's in the courage we've discovered within ourselves, the kindness we've shown to others, and the joy we've found in the simplest of things. So, as we step back into our world, let's take this magic with us. Let's remember to be brave like the knights, wise like the wizards, and kind like the fairies. Let's continue to believe in the power of friendship, the thrill of adventure, and the magic that lies within us all. And most importantly, let's never forget this fantasy realm and the wonderful characters who've made our stay here so special. They'll always be waiting for us, ready to welcome us back with open arms whenever we decide to return. Goodbye for now, dear friends. May your dreams be filled with magic, adventure, and the warmth of friendship.